Hey everyone, and welcome back to Gearblocks. Continuing work on the race car. I'd really like to get this done finally, so I can move on to other stuff. So I'm just going to get straight into it. Come on. There we go. And then I personally would probably just put some mesh here or something, but I could go like this. And put some flat pieces in. I'm gonna put it there. And then I need to flip it. There we go. And bring it over to there. Yeah, I kind of like that. Just to kind of fill it in a little bit so it's not such a big, weird looking gap in the front end. There we go. Much better. And that's it. Front end is basically done. I guess I should finish the door. I need a couple plates to come off, like so. I'm also going to disable the collision on them, so it doesn't interfere with the door. I'll just bring that one straight up. There we go. It's messing with the door. Which piece is this one? There we go. Okay, I also need to fill in this chunk of the door, so let's go like this. Now, how am I going to get that curve? If I, excuse me, bring this up like this. And then use a sloped beam. That's, yep. That technically works. I'm just not sure how I will connect the A pillar to the front. So I'm going to grab a sloped plate, make it transparent plastic. Actually, I'm going to duplicate the windshield to do it. And then that can go there, like so. Bring it out one more. There's the window, except I don't like it like that. Let's do something like, oops. There's gotta be a normal, yeah, I gotta fill this in too. I will fill this in really quick while I'm up here. There we go. Then I'll put a plate across there at some point. That's not what I wanted. I wanted a beam. I'll just do it the long way. If I go like that, it's gonna clip, but it should look a little bit better. Oops. And it's gonna be a bit of a pain in the butt. Okay, that should be locked in. There we go. Doom. My allergies are so bad today. Okay, what all is it attached to? Maybe I won't do that. Now that it's stuck. Okay. That's how I want it to be. So now when I put this in, attached to that, if I go like this, there we go. But there's still this front piece here. And I don't really have... do I have enough space to angle it? I could technically just get away with using only a plate though, too. Switch to transparent plastic again. Grab a wedge plate. I might be able to just get away with doing this. Ooh, maybe not. Not quite. I could attach it to that, like so. But that's still... no. Just no. If I bring it back a little bit, maybe. I want it to be proper and I don't want it to look horrible, but I also don't want it to be too much as well. That'll technically work. Yeah. I guess I'll just do that. And then I'm going to take the beam out of the top. I think. Because it's really not needed. Yeah, that's fine. Paint them white. There we go. Now I gotta put the door on the other side. And I'm not making a fancy interior door panel or anything for them. It's a race car. It needs to be lightweight and simple. So I'm going to attach the door. It's an interesting shape for a door. And then I can just duplicate everything. case you don't know, to duplicate things like this, it's just Alt and then click. Oops. And then that's Shift and WASD to rotate. This I do need to make a little bit longer. And there we go. Driver's side door is done. Now we lock it there and make sure it's not connected to anything. Now I need to put the rest of the siding on. I believe that goes there. I guess this goes here. Or... what? Okay, this attaches right onto here. Yes. Oh, okay. See, I even forget how I build things half the time. There we go. Door should open, or not. What is stopping it? Oh, right there. There we go. Yay, it has doors now. About time. It doesn't look the greatest, but it works. Can finally move on to the back part of the shell and be done. Alright. I don't even know how I want to do this at the moment. I'm going to grab a plate, put it on top, and then go like this. Maybe I should use a beam for here, because then I can attach the side pieces easier. Like so. And then depending on where the fender needs to be, perfect, okay. I'm glad that worked out the way it just did. So, how do I want to do the rear window? I'm probably going to come to the back of the engine. Like so. At least to there. And then I'd like to have it sloped, coming from here out to there. but I'm not sure how I want to do that. I could just go like this, but I don't like how that looks. I am going to do this just for now, until I can figure out a better idea. I'm also going to go like this, just to make it look a little bit more proper, like it has a frame. It's not just kind of loose, not loose, but not really secured glass. Nope, don't destroy it. Alright. There is a bit of a gap there, though. But, oh well. This should be fine. And then for here, I can just use an L plate, I guess. Like so. And that's more than enough to fill the gap. Here I can likely use a plate instead. So I am going to try that. Oops. Ooh. Okay. I did spend a little bit trying to make a couple different hinges to make this open in a certain way, but I really don't want to take the extra weight. So I'll just do that. And then no, you know what? Screw it. I'll just keep the collision off. I'm not being as picky as I usually am with this car. I should be, but I'm a little bit more worried about how it looks at the moment. Yeah, that's fine. And maybe I'll just make this top piece open rather than the entire back end, especially since I'm not using a different type of hinge that'll lift it. There we go. So that gives the kind of overall shape, I guess. It looks interesting. I usually don't like things I build. Unfortunately. Come on. There we go. I still have to fill this hole somehow. Oh, that'll be easy actually. There we go. Hole is filled. It still isn't angled how I wanted it to be, but that just would have taken too much at this point. And there we go. There's the part that lifts up. I might... I just don't want anything hanging down that'll be in the way. If I do it like this will be in the way when it's open. So if I now bring a separate beam, where's the lower part of the front end? Here. So yeah, this will be fine. At least it should be. Actually, what I could do is this. Oh, I was hoping that would look cooler. There we go. I'll somehow do this for the rear fenders. I think that'll look pretty cool. And then this can come across the back. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I'll figure something out for that in a minute. Forbes. This spot, I can just do this. Bring the fender back for now. And just fill in that whole section. Except for that. And then I'm going to make the same kind of fender that's on the front. Oops. There we go. There we go. Except I also kind of made it backwards to the side that I needed it on. There we go. Okay. Oops, I can't move that at the moment. Slope to plate. Except I want the back to be kind of like this. So if I... Ooh. Do something like that. Keep this up to there. And then this will go like that. I do need to bring this forwards by one, I think. Yes. Alright, I kind of like that. And then I can pretty much just do the exact same thing I did on the front. Why is it in there? Yeah, that works. Back should still open. And then that entire bar goes up. So I will have to have this angled a bit of a different way than the front is, but that is fine. So I will just grab another beam for here. I'll go to about there, I think. And then stick this one on. That is connected to... Oops, that wasn't supposed to come off. Okay. Something's not happy. That's not connected to anything it shouldn't be. What if I just move this? Oh, it is. Right there. Oops. Man. This can be such a pain in the butt sometimes. Go where I want you to. Seriously. Oh my god. I don't have the patience for that right now. There we go. Okay, that still opens. That comes over. See, I don't really need to do that now either, so let's just take that out. And fill it in like how I did with this. Actually, this will be even easier to cover than the front, now that I think about it. I could make it all flush, like I did with the front, but if I just make that one a little bit thicker, it works no problem. Alright, so that's the rear fender, I guess. And then, no, I won't worry about that. I was going to put a panel on here to make it line up with that, but I'm not going to worry about it. And then when I put on the rear part of the fender, it should go on with no problem. Like the rest of it. Whoops. So you always be careful when you're moving stuff. And then the back, I don't know if I'll leave it like this or... Yeah, I do want to shorten it. But I don't want it to be necessarily flat either. I think that'll work, because then I can put the lights up here, the hole for the exhaust and stuff, and then the bumper. And I can use one of these like so. Fill in that. Perfect. That I actually kind of do like. It could be so much better. But whatever. Just fill in the rest of the fender pieces so it's not all weird looking. And there we go. I am excuse me. I'm out of time for today though. I will do the other side off camera because there's not much point in showing it again since I just have to mirror it. It's not anything new. And then nice video, I will put in the middle piece, figure out some kind of wing even though it won't do anything, and somehow tune it so it handles a bit better. But either way, until then, if you have any tips, tricks, questions, anything you want me to check out, feel free to leave it in the comments below. And as always, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching. As my allergies get really bad all of a sudden.